Once we thought this was going to be the way things would be. Once we were sure there was nothing better, and that this was as good as it gets. Aren't we glad it wasn't? Hello, I'm Scott Reynolds. Change has been slow in the ways you have to accurately know just how many people are watching a television program. You've had to rely on information gathered from a very, very small sample. And that information was gathered from people who had to remember what they watched, write it down in a diary for a week, and then mail it back to a research firm. Even now in a few markets, you still have to rely exclusively on viewership data from a very small group of people who have to click a button every 42 minutes every time they're watching a TV program. Go figure. Well, not anymore. Rentrak, a well-respected worldwide measurement company, is now providing you with a far more effective way to obtain household and demographic information, as you've done in the past. When something better comes along, you're going to grab it. Wouldn't you use a service that, instead of measuring the viewing habits of a few hundred, measures hundreds of thousands of viewers, and does so in a far more effective way? In every local television market around the country, that is exactly what Rentrak is doing. For example, in the Louisville market, advertisers no longer have to rely on getting information from only the 400 or so Nielsen families. Rentrak gathers viewership data from more than 36,000 set-top boxes. Now that's how to measure TV. Respected advertising agencies are now using Rentrak to complement the ratings information from the other ratings service they've used for years. And why not? Rentrak has been in the counting business for decades. They started by measuring how many people rented specific movies from rental stores around the country. Then they began measuring how many people went to see a movie in the theater. And you see their information each Sunday on how much Americans spent on those top movies. In fact, right now, Rentrak gathers box office information for more than 80,000 theaters in 26 countries, and still counting. Whenever you see the Hollywood box office numbers for a movie, those numbers came from Rentrak. When you rent on-demand movies or video games at home, Rentrak is the only company that reports those transactions. They also measure mobile and internet data. Rentrak measures them all. So finally, there is some much-needed progress. Finally, there's a new and better way. Finally, things are changing in the audience measurement business. Find out how you can use more objective, more stable, more predictable information for your next media buy using Rentrak. Because today, Rentrak counts.